Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wrestling is Silly, your favorite Wednesday night wrestling action. Thank you for the wonderful cheers. I am Eden, and joining me on the other side of my commentary desk is the most wonderful man in all of sports entertainment and professional wrestling, Detective Barry. Zach, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing all right.
See, I can introduce you and be nice to you. I don't do it often.
Yeah.
Well,
No, you don't.
sometimes I do be nice to you and you interpret it as me being mean to you because I call you a delicious little crumpet.
Yeah, that is mean.
Are you not a delicious little crumpet?
I'm a real boy, damn it.
Well, you are the most delightful man in sports entertainment. How do you like that?
Thank you.
Is that a good
I'll take that.
moniker?
I'll take that. Yeah.
There's a lot of men in sports entertainment, but not many
There
of them
are,
are delightful, I will say.
Yeah.
So you're bringing much needed delight to
Yeah.
the world of wrestling.
I really feel like I'm carrying most of the weight of the delight in sports entertainment.
I mean,
yeah.
there's very little delight. I can think of a single delightful man in wrestling. Kip Sabian was delightful for a bit, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know. I couldn't think of many delightful men. There's so people in chat probably may not know of a man called Ray Fenix. Not delightful in his own right, but one of the wrestle girlies on Twitter pointed out that the little flames on the side of his lucha mask look a little bit like cat ears, and then there was a spate of everyone drawing Ray Fenix as a cat boy. That was delightful. That was very delightful.
Yeah, that is pretty delightful. Yeah,
especially considering, like, again, for those of you that don't know, Ray Fenix is in a tag team with an angry Geordie man and his real life brother, who is a demon from hell. So you've now got Angry Geordie Bastard, Demon from Hell, and Tiny Catboy. My favorite team. They're called Death Triangle. They're the best.
Yeah.
I think that's the only conversation you have in Delight, and that is certain bits of fan art of Ray Fenix.
Yeah.
But you may be the only thing delightful.
I think that Juice Robinson is quite delightful. He brings delight to my life.
He does bring delight when he pretends to be a dog and pee on his opponent.
Yeah.
That is quite delightful.
Look, okay, that is not putting his best foot forward. But he does have like a certain feral energy that I find quite delightful. I don't believe that I am delightful in the same way.
No, you and he are two very different flavors of delightful, because he brings delight, but you are delightful.
Thank you.
You are fun to be around, and he I think I would be scared to be around for too long. It's like seeing Juice Robinson in the street would be like seeing David Blaine or like Chris Angel in the street, because you're not sure if they're going to show you like the coolest thing you've ever seen or like vomit on your shoes. Both are equally likely with all men involved.
Yeah.
Speaking of AEW, this is going to be our wrestle tangent, our wrestling is silly tangent for today. Some of you may not know, in my professional life, outside of putting together the greatest virtual wrestling show, the silliest wrestling show on the internet, Wrestling is Silly, in my day job, I am a graphic designer. I'm a branding specific graphic designer. I make logos, I make visual identity packages for businesses, and sometimes that puts you in a very, very unique position. Like when your favorite wrestling show announces that they're going to rebrand the logo for their flagship show. Now, this image was leaked. It's a fucking WebP. I don't want to save a WebP. Give me it as a JPEG. This image was leaked, and some people are saying that it is the new logo. Some people are not. I am going to put it on screen for you now.
I think I know which logo you're talking about.
I have thoughts on it. If you want to hear some real in-depth thoughts, subscribe to Waffly Bollocks in the next couple of weeks. Spoilers, I might be a guest on that show soon. But
Gasp, you've made it.
But this is the logo that has been leaked. Now, it's god awful. I hate it so much. Let's put it a little bit smaller. Let's put it behind us for a minute. It's so bad. And like wrestling logos, there's not a high bar for wrestling logos because the Raw logo sucks. It's boring. The SmackDown logo sucks. It's a different flavor of boring, but still boring. The NXT logo looked like it got paintballed for a bit, and that was interesting, but still bad. The AEW logo looked like something out of the 90s. The Collision logo is specifically supposed to be something out of the early 2000s, which is a bad design trend that needs to die. And now we've got the new Dynamite logo, and it looks like a bad esports team. This is the logo for the fucking Tampa Bay Dynamite. They're a League of Legends team, and they've never come more than 5th. Look at it. Am I alone in thinking it's really bad?
I don't immediately hate it. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
But that may well be because I am a sucker for like an eventide color scheme.
It is. It does have that eventide, that sunset.
I'm a bit of a sucker for that kind of color scheme. Like, I really like that, so that might be why I don't hate it. Some of the lettering looks weird in a way that I can't quite put my finger on.
If you will allow me to pick a nit or two, the E has a curve. No, the E has a curve, and there's no other curves in the entire font. That's bad. The D, the weird like spike on the inside of the hole of the D is just, that looks bad. The top and bottom lines are too thin for everything else, and at a small size, let's shrink it back to a small size. Those lines are basically, they're nothing. They're way thinner than every other line way on the graphic, and that makes them look really out of place. The letters are all slanted, but the AEW logo above it is so rudimentarily like right angular up and down that the italicization, which is not a word, but what else do I call it, makes it look wonky. It's like the AEW Big Business logo. They put this like big bloat on the words big business. Far too big, and made the word big look stupidly big, and then put the AEW logo above it with absolutely no distortion on it at all, making them both look out of place compared to each other. And this is it again. It is the AEW logo is too flat. The Dynamite logo is too like extruded, and they're sort of gamer faux 3D. They don't complement each other, and they make each other look out of place. At least that's what I see. And nitpicking logos is what I do for a job. The negative space 7 in the D and the negative space 3 in the E. No, they don't mean anything. 7 and 3 are not. They don't have any significance. Dynamite, as far as I know. No. I think, like, I just feel like the font is bad, and I feel like with a better font, it would at least it would be passable. Yes.
That E at the end of Dynamite, there is something very wrong with it.
Mm-hmm. And especially with the very firm color change that comes between the T and the E. The E looks like a logo for something else that's been tacked onto the end.
Yeah, it does. In fact, the E looks like they've taken an F of the font and like.
Yes,
added.
because if you look, the serifs don't match. Look at the serif on the top of the E.
Yeah.
Serif, for those of you that don't know, are the little things that hang on the end of the letters. Look at the serif on the top of the E. It's pointy. Look at the serif on the bottom of the E. It's blocky. Those two serifs don't match. Why it be do that? Here's another fun thing about these bars at the top of the bottom. If you look at the bar at the top on the far side, it is almost the same size as the top arm of the E. And on the other side, it is maybe half as thick as the top of the D. They could have made the D, the E, and the lines all the same thickness, and it would have looked like it all was coherent. But they haven't done that. Sean Ross Sapp is saying that is only the logo for the Canadian shows, which was a ridiculous thing to consider, that your Canada shows would have a different logo to your American shows. But I kind of hope it's the case, though. I kind of hope it's the case, because that is a bad logo.
Yeah. the benefit of the doubt, I wonder if that's like a prototype.
Maybe it's a prototype. Maybe it looks better in motion.
Just because I can't believe that has passed quality control. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just there is a lot wrong with it. Like, I don't immediately hate it. I don't think the idea of the logo is.
Yeah, it's a decent idea. It's poorly executed.
Yeah.
Like, the AW Dynamite didn't have a logo before. It was just the word Dynamite. And the AW Collision logo, I really don't like. The Rampage logo is fine. But this is the worst one for me.
Yeah, that is pretty dire.
But again, wrestling shows, generally, there's real bad design in the wrestling space. Which is why I need to go in and make match cards for everyone, because everyone's bad at them.
If it didn't say an actual real word, like, part of me would be wondering whether that was made with AI.
It does look a bit AI, doesn't it?
I feel like AI is like proper word of the day. I'm always looking out for that shit now.
Like what gets me is one of the new tricks to find if it's AI is high gloss. Like, everything's had like cellophane like thrown over the top of it, and that logo is too glossy, which is why it looks AI. You're right. Compare and contrast with the really good Wrestling is Silly logo that I made. I'm really happy with how the Wrestling is Silly logo looks. I went for a classic cartoon vibe because we're silly, and I think I hit it. I think it's real fucking good. So that's this show's opening rant. I got to do it. I got to get mad at something this time, and it was work related. Speaking of work related, I've been making logos for a softcore porn company today. That has been my latest job.
That's cool.
And at the beginning of the year, I was like, this year I want to do some graphic design for somebody in the adult entertainment industry, because that sounds like it would be fun. And it's already February, and I'm there, and I've done it.
Nice.
The list.
You're gonna have to set a new goal.
The list is getting ticked off. I've got like 3 or 4 things on the list, and if they get ticked off, I'll tell everyone. I'm very happy about my list getting ticked off. But already we're in February, and my first professional goal, do something for the adult entertainment industry, that's been fucking ticked off. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that is cool.
Do you have anything to add to this, or should we get on with the wrestling?
I mean, I did, but it was relevant to the last conversation. So
we can cycle back. We can cycle back.
Missed, so, like, with the whole AI thing, I mean, I feel like it's been particularly at the forefront the last couple of days, right? But
because of the fake Wonka.
Because of the fake Wonka, I hope everybody has seen that.
We don't need to clarify more than the fake Wonka.
I feel like most people have probably seen that because it was so dire. But one thing that has been like, it's just been playing on my mind, because I hate AI as much as the next person, and there's a YouTuber that I watch who has started using AI voices.
Is this a certain
super chats? I wasn't gonna say any names.
Not the one I was thinking of. Not the one I was thinking of.
I don't want to say names because I don't want it to sound like any kind of call out.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's an ignorance thing.
Yes.
He genuinely seems like such a lovely guy. Like, like all of his streams are like super family friendly. He seems really, really sweet and stuff. But he uses these god awful fucking AI voices for the super chats. And I mean, they're just fucking annoying. Like, even if I didn't care about the fact that these are stolen voices of celebrities, I don't actually know how he's done it.
There's a program called Uberduck that he's using. He chose the Gilbert Gottfried voice, which is probably one of the most irritating voices in Hollywood, which doesn't help.
And he does a Nicolas Cage. You can pay for a few.
Yes.
But the Gilbert Gottfried one is the most popular one. I don't know. I have a sneaking suspicion that Gilbert Gottfried and Nicolas Cage have not been asked about this.
Well, Gilbert Gottfried definitely hasn't been asked, because I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Is he?
Gilbert Gottfried. Yes, Gilbert Gottfried died 2 years ago.
Okay, so he definitely hasn't. I suppose his estate could have been. But that, I don't know. That feels even more fucked up.
I know how Uberduck operates. They did not ask.
And it's making it really hard to watch. Not even just from they're very annoying standpoint, but like just feels a bit wrong, you know? And I hear them and like people enjoy them and shit, and I'm just like, am I just like a real wet blanket of a person? Do I just not?
No. I think I think I don't think you're a wet blanket. I don't think you're spoiling anyone's fun for not being able to watch it. Like, there's a streamer and YouTuber that I really watch, that I really enjoy watching, that started using more and more AI in his streams, and I just had to stop. Because it was so irritating.
I am like super getting to that point. Like I still will occasionally watch his videos, but like it used to be that it was only in the streams, like it was only like in the like super chats for the streams and stuff. But now, in his like main videos, he will sometimes leave those in.
Yeah, and
it's just like I don't feel good about this, you know. I don't.
It's not as funny as like Gilbert Gottfried reading out your super chats, but there is a culturally relevant text to speech voice, and it's that annoying TikTok woman. You could very easily just use the annoying TikTok woman.
Yeah, and it like I think it would make me feel less weird, right? So obviously I didn't know Gilbert Gottfried had died. That now feels even more weird than my original point about the Nicolas Cage one. But the Nicolas Cage one always made me feel really weird because I can't imagine of it. Like, I've not looked. I don't know what Nicolas Cage actually thinks about AI. I don't know if he's even mentioned it. But like, Nicolas Cage feels like a person who would really hate AI because he is a person that has a lot of respect for art.
In November of 2023, the Associated Press asked Nicolas Cage what he thinks about AI. He called it inhumane and said the future scares him.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's basically exactly what I would have thought he said. Again, I hadn't
That's a very Nicolas Cage answer.
But he just like he is an actor who like really respects art, and I can't imagine a person that it would be more inappropriate to pick. I guess. Except dead people. So, like, now the Gilbert Gottfried one really freaks me out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just like, what do I do? Leave me alone. Go away. AI, leave me alone.
AI, retire, bitch, is the answer here.
Yeah.
It's my friend Dave Bulmer compared using AI voices to scabbing, because you are stopping an actual voice actor from getting paid, and it's a fair comparison. It is akin to scabbing, and I think especially after the actors' strike was connected to AI, using an actor's voice in AI is real shitty.
To be honest, like, I don't know, dude. I think it's even worse than scabbing. And there's not many things that I think are worse than scabbing. It's so violating in a way that I really can't quite articulate because it's like a new thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We haven't got the words for it yet.
There is a reason that The Little Mermaid was like that scary, right? Like that fucking sea witch, the evil sea witch took her voice and we all went, wow, what an evil sea witch. And now here we are with fucking tech bros that all live together and gangbang, fucking coming out with this shit. Leave me alone.
Exactly. Exactly. Comparing them to Ursula, the evil sea witch, is a really good pull. I'm gonna have to make a tweet about that. If you would like to immortalize Zach's rant, we have the quote function working now. !quote space add and then type in whatever you want. It will not only get added to the quote database, but will get posted in the new quote channel in the Discord. So feel free to chronicle every stupid and insightful thing we say.
I don't know if this is a good idea.
It's a great idea. It's a fucking great idea.
I say too much shit
to
give chat the power to make me remember it.
The only problem about the quote function is that You'll Suck It Till You Get to the Nut and Bowser Has a Great Set of Tits will not be on there, unfortunately, because you cannot retroactively add quotes. I mean, there's nothing stopping you as somebody adding them to the quotes now. If you're a VIP, a subscriber, or a mod, you can add quotes. So, chronicle stupid shit, we say. You know what isn't a stupid thing to say?
What?
Let's do some fucking wrestling, because it's time for Wrestling is
Yeah.
Silly. It's time for Wrestling is Silly, and it's time for the big new thing that I'm very excited that is happening. We're going to the Wrestling is Silly World Series, the WS2, if you want to be short and snazzy about it. The Wrestling is Silly World Series, if you were not here last week, is a round-robin tournament. 2 blocks, the black block and the gold block. Every woman will face every other woman in the tournament. Whoever gets the most points at the end will face the winner of the other block, and whoever wins that grand final will get a shot against Amanda the Wii Fit Trainer at a birthday bash. This is our first Wrestling is Silly black block match. Princess Peach is taking on Elsa. As a caveat, you may see Bayonetta is in this block. Bayonetta also the smiley case holder. We are suspending the smiley case rules until the end of the Wrestling is Silly World Series. She will not be asked to defend her case. She will not have her case stripped off her. She will. The case kind of doesn't exist while the World Series kicks off. After Birthday Bash, she will be reinstated as the proper women's smiley case holder. But for now, she cannot cash it in, and she cannot. But conversely, she cannot have it taken off her. But our first match in the black block is Princess Peach versus Elsa. What is your read on these two women and this match?
I mean, this match, I'm going to be honest, no strong feelings. Mostly because, I mean, there's not really any history between them, so it's not like we're wading right in on like some kind of really intense shit hot feud, you know what I mean?
Yes, there's no big personal beef in this match, but...
Yeah, so like at the end, this is going to be one of those matches where it's kind of just we're going to get to see some cool wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
They're both very, very talented.
They both want to start strong with those 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, there is a lot to play for. These first few matches are in the whole Continental Classic. I mean. The World Series, the Continental Classic.
That's the one.
Yeah. All right, sorry, that's just what AEW called it. Okay, I'm sorry. The first few matches in the World Series are like they're so instrumental because it's kind of whether or not you sort of go into the next round of fights with an advantage.
Yeah. They really sense, set right? the tone.
Yeah, so you know whoever wins this gets their first 3 points, and that takes some of the pressure off. Obviously, it's not all of the pressure, and we do see sometimes, you know, people will lose their first match, and then we'll have absolute barnstormers the rest of the time, and we'll still place very well. But this kind of, it starts you off strong. It's a good idea to get your first sort of win in your first match, you know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting. They've got a lot to play for. Both such fantastic wrestlers. Like, when they pull it out the bag, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it should be a good one.
Yeah, I got nothing more to add. Let's go down to the ring and open Wrestling is Silly for this evening. Wrestling is Silly, your opening content for this evening is the first Wrestling is Silly World Series Black Block match. On our way to the ring first, from the Mushroom Kingdom, weighing in at 150 pounds, Princess Peach. I think as far as Black Block competitors go, the Black Block I think is going to be the big heavy hitting block, because we've got like Elsa and Princess Peach are two angry women, two very, very experienced fighters. We've got Bayonetta in there. We've got, I've forgotten the name of the last person in there, but it's a hell of a block. It is one hell of a block. But then
this is Toph. Is this not Toph's block?
No, Toph and 2B are both in gold block.
Oh yeah, sorry, of course they are. They did the fight last week. Because I have to watch via Discord, I didn't see the graphic, so I didn't get a reminder of who's in it. I apologize.
It's fine. And I had the reminder on screen, and I still forgot. I made the damn reminder. Lara Croft. It's Lara Croft.
Nice.
And her opponent from the frozen outskirts of Arendelle, weighing in at 120 pounds, Elsa.
I think Princess Peach and Bayonetta are probably the ones to beat in this block.
And then in the other block, you've got, of course, Toph, 2B, Daisy, and Alice. That is a big block.
To be honest, yeah, that is a really stacked block. I feel for all of those women having to fight their way through. To be honest,
Yeah, it's not easy for anyone in the gold block. The black block, I think Lara Croft is a bit of an underdog going in, but
she is, yeah.
But hey, sometimes an underdog has to win sometimes, and Lara Croft could walk out with the crown. Okay, Freya rings the bell at opening contest. Princess Peach flying off the springboard forearm there. As you can see, 15 minutes on the timer for these WS2 matches. 15 minutes on the clock. No ringside help. Anyone comes to help at ringside, the person they help gets a 1-point penalty. Of course, 3 points for a win, 0 points for a loss, and 1 point for a draw. Princess Peach in full control now. She hits the ropes and a PK right to the side of Elsa's head. Elsa.
Go on.
So Elsa getting to a bit of a cold start here. Princess Peach in full control.
I was just going to say, I am under the correct assumption that they also would not get the points for a win if someone helped. It's not like they would still come out 2 points ahead.
Yes, no.
Helping them.
If somebody comes out to help or you get disqualified, in the event of a ringside interruption, it counts as a loss for you and you get a 1 point penalty. So the other person gets 3 points and you get -1.
I just wanted to double check that was correct thinking.
Elsa flying with forearms there, reversing the corner conundrum. She got Princess Peach in. Princess Peach covered. Kicking out at 1 though. And yes,
Not
also
take Princess Peach out that quick.
not at all. And also, if you lose via disqualification, you also get that 1 point penalty. So no bringing out a sledgehammer. Beautiful just flattening of Elsa there from Princess Peach. And just clubbing kicks to the back there. Again, Elsa has gotten very, very little offense in this match, but she hits the trip. Can she capitalize on this momentum? Waistlock, beautiful German suplex, dumping Peach right on her head. And now getting the head scissors in, just squeezing the neck and point of the elbow driving into the crown of Princess Peach. And now Elsa's finally gotten warmed up. I know she's not used to starting this slow, but 2 well-placed forearms and she's on the top rope. This is dangerous. Peach rolls out the way, but the double moonsault from Elsa gets the cover. It's only a 2. Princess Peach still not going down that easy at all. But she's going for the figure 4 leg lock, that deep freeze, and she's arched the back. The figure 8 is in. This is dangerous for Princess Peach. This could break both the legs if she's not careful. Elsa really, really giving it to her there. She's struggling. Only just able to get free. And Princess Peach, much like Princess Daisy, is very kick-based, very strike-based. So those submissions with the legs are twofold because you neutralize Peach's leg, she's got nothing. That is a very interesting hold she's got in, like wrenching back on both of Elsa's shoulders with those powerful thighs that I just mentioned. That was, I thought that was an uppercut right to the vagine then. Princess Peach rolling out of the way, as would I if I got an uppercut down there, but Elsa not letting her rest for too long. Elsa, snap suplex on the outside from Elsa to Peach. Peach Peach not in a good spot right now. We're 4 minutes into our 15 minutes. Oh, backbreaker on Peach now. This was looking very one-sided before, but it could go the other way. But at this point, split leg drop from Elsa. Freya up to a 4 on the outside. And Elsa throws Princess Peach back to return to the ring. Interesting. Elsa having to resort to the fight spilling to the outside to manage to get some offense in. And hits the very deep dragon screw. Oh, and slamming the leg into the mat. Again, Elsa targeting the legs. A good place to target for Peach because, like I said, it's where most of her offense comes from. But also, it's her most powerful part. So it's kind of a double-edged sword there. But she's got that submission hold in once again. But Elsa one step ahead of her this time. Now both women back to their feet. Elsa with the waist lock. Oh, and just flattening into a very, very deep cover. Peach, though, able to kick out. And now Elsa going back to the well for that figure 4. She gets the figure 4 in. She's really wrenching back the figure 8. There we go. The freezing hold, the deep freeze leg lock is in. Is Princess Peach? No, she's going to fight out of it. There we go. If anyone, if you're gonna try and lock anyone down, Princess Peach, probably not the one you want to go for. She's spent years and years locked down in places. She's probably used to it by now.
I mean, it was also just trying to out leg strength Princess Peach or Princess Daisy for that matter. You're probably just gonna have a bad time.
It's a bit of a mug's game, I gotta say, but
yeah,
she's devoted to that. Oh, springboard flying roundhouse kick, beautiful. Now Princess Peach got something locked up. There she goes. She gets those hooks in. She again using the legs, wrenching back, and Elsa taps out.
That does look like an absolutely brutal hold on the shoulders.
Here is your winner, Princess Peach. Yeah, I think she calls that the royal wave. It is an absolutely brutal hold. Really wrenches back on both the shoulders. I mean, it was very well played from Elsa in that second. Actually, got a lot of offense in, but Peach, she had the match at the start. She had it at the end. Gotta hand it to her. So going into the black block with 3 points, Princess Peach, a victory over Elsa. That's not a good start for Elsa. Elsa, I do not think is going to be very happy at that at all. Chat was very evenly split 50-50 on that one. But
I mean, to be fair, you know, it's a hard one to call. That I think I leaned slightly more towards Peach, but it was so close. It's one of those where it's not really worth kind of mentioning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's yeah. Peach I think had the very, very slight advantage, but I could not have called that match.
Yeah.
I would not have wanted to call that match. But as it stands, Peach now goes into the black block with that advantage. I'm very much looking forward to we've got another match later on tonight. We have a gold block match later on this evening. I'm very excited to see how that turns out. I'm really happy with how this World Series is being picked up. Every woman.
When you said there's going to be another match there, I was like, I sure fucking hope so. We've got 2 hours to film, mate.
We have a gold block match later on this evening. Is what I was trying to say. Every woman seems to be bringing their A game to the show. I'm so happy to say they're all bringing it. Just a little.
To be honest, this is one of those things though, where there is too much to gain and too much to lose.
Yes.
Like if you don't bring your all, you know, and really try and go for, you know, getting that world title shot, you know, I just don't know when the next opportunity for a lot of these women would be. Do you know what I mean?
Especially if you're going to come into a round robin tournament, you know you're going to be wrestling a lot of matches. If you're going to be doing that and not bringing your A game, you're not going to have another chance because you're going to run yourself ragged.
Yeah, and I mean, and you're also just going to be like bottom of the pile for the sort of title picture.
Yeah, nothing
for
reflects
a long
worse.
time to come because
nothing reflects worse than entering a tournament like this and losing every single match.
Yeah, I think I don't necessarily think that losing every match is a bad look. Obviously, I know how that sounds. It's not a great look. Don't get me wrong, but I think as long as you bring your all. At the end of the day, someone is going to be leaving here with the least amount of points.
Yeah.
But I think as long as every single one goes for it, puts their best in every match, I think that, yes, they would be on the bottom of the pile, but...
They gave it their all. They tried.
Yeah, I think from a... Yes, okay, from a world title picture sense, they're not going to be a contender for a little while, but I think from a sort of, that, like, whether or not you're in the world title picture is not the only thing that's important for a wrestler. I think, like, the respect of your peers and the respect of your sort of audience are also important. So, it's potentially gain a world title shot, potentially lose the respect of everyone. There is so much on the line.
There is everything to play for. I'm really excited to see how this tournament pans out. Meanwhile, on the card elsewhere, we have a new Twitch champion in Bob Belcher, and he has decided to, in a contrast to what we might say about Ichiban's reign, where it was quite a quiet reign, Bob has decided to come out absolutely swinging. He has challenged anyone and everyone to prove themselves worthy of his title. And speaking of swinging, somebody has come swinging right back at him. This week we have Bob Belcher versus Spider-Man. This is not a title match. Bob doesn't want to put the title on the line just yet. As he doesn't want to lose it that quick, but he has been talking about bringing back the Open Challenge, and I wouldn't say no to that.
No, I wouldn't say no to that. To be honest, I think Open Challenges for belts like the Twitch title, I think they're a good thing, generally. I think they keep eyes on sort of not necessarily title picture wrestlers, but, that want to go for maybe more of a, I don't want to say an easier belt.
Mid-card
Bob's gonna, I feel like Bob's gonna come and beat me up if I say it's an easier belt.
But to stop you digging a hole and getting in a fight with one of our champions again, shall we get down to the ring?
Yes.
Let's go down to the ring. Bob Belcher, Spider-Man. Let's roll.
But I like getting into fights.
You do like getting into fights. This next match is scheduled for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from a burger restaurant conveniently located on Ocean Avenue, Seymour's Bay, New Jersey, fighting out of the Springfield Sports Center, he is your Twitch champion, Bob Belcher. There is a quiet fury to the way Bob walks down to the ring.
Yeah.
No lights, no fireworks, just a ukulele and some trap beats. It's all he needs.
An interesting combination.
Some may say a bad combination. They would be liars.
No. Well, there's no accounting for taste,
yes.
So...
Just holding that gaudy purple title aloft. Not wearing it around his waist because he's too proud of his Springfield Sports Center branded apron. But
purple is a very regal colour, actually, not gaudy. You take that back.
That's true.
And
And his opponent from Queens, New York, weighing in at 206 pounds, Spider-Man. You were admonishing me about my use of the word gaudy.
Yes. I can't remember what the second half of my point was.
Hooray, I get out of half of a telling off because I had to do my announcing work.
I wasn't telling you off. I was merely stating that you are incorrect and
That is
embarrassing
true, that is
yourself on the
true.
internet.
I don't want to embarrass myself on the internet any more than I already
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, right, exactly. You know, I was saving you some embarrassment.
Thank you for this gift.
You're welcome. I'm such a good husband. Just
You
never
really
say I
are.
don't do anything for you.
Here we go, Bob Belcher and Spider-Man. Bob maybe using this match to gauge where he sits in the pantheon of Twitch champions. Big overhead suplex there. Of course, Spider-Man, one of our young lions, one of our newer hot-headed competitors. And Bob Belcher, oh, Spidey hooks the legs, goes for a bit of a spin and takes down the champ. And a sharp DDT sends him careening down to the ground. And I think that boot might have bust open the champ. So this is the hot-headedness of Spider-Man. He comes out all guns blazing in Top Gear from the off.
Top Gear.
Not that Top Gear. The other.
I was gonna like hum the theme tune to Top Gear, and then I suddenly realized I'd like had that moment where I was like, "Is that the Top Gear theme?"
The Top Gear theme is Jessica by Led Zeppelin, isn't it? Is it,
Yeah.
is it Led Zeppelin?
No, I don't think it's by Led Zeppelin. I don't know who it's by actually. I can Google that though.
But I couldn't conjure it to memory. The only music in my head right now is the Bob's Burgers theme.
The Allman Brothers Band.
The Allman Brothers Band, yes. Meanwhile, Bob Belcher on the outside. Once again, the fight spills to the outside and completely swaps in momentum. The champ now using that Springfield Sports Center spirit on the outside, that brawler's instinct to really give it to Spider-Man. The Spidey giving as good as he gets. The fight spilling up to the ramp now. Don't come any closer. Yeah, whip him the other way. Good boy. Well done. Good Spider-Man. Spidey up on the top rope now, resetting the count in a very dangerous way. Bob Belcher getting back up on his feet. Spidey, flattening him with that sort of senton-esque maneuver. Drop kick to the back of the head. And now Bob hitting a spear out of nowhere straight to Spidey, but Spidey seemingly bouncing off of it. But then I've seen these Spider-Men fight off literal rhino men spearing them, so I think a burger chef ain't gonna be that big of a deal. Oh, good counter to the counter there from Spidey. Bob had that boot caught, but Spidey gave it his all, and now hitting the code red on the outside. Bob's head was inches away from colliding with that barricade. That could have been real bad if that had made contact. Meanwhile, I think our referee may be on a 8 count. Spidey's gonna have to. Is Spidey gonna reset the count? There he goes.
Does the count only start when they're both out?
No. Count starts when
So-
one goes out. The count restarts when somebody else goes out.
Oh, okay. That seems... I just feel like only wrestling would do that. You know what I mean?
Yes. Only wrestling would do that. Otherwise, the referee would have to maintain 2 counts at the same time, and he's only one man.
Yeah. I mean, part of me feels like, the first count
Ooh.
should continue if both wrestlers have not been in.
Beautiful splash there for Spider-Man. He gets the cover. Oh! And a near fall. Bob Belcher kicking out in the nick of time. Spidey back up to the top rope, though. And the 630 senton from Spider-Man, but he's not done. He's going back up to the top rope again. Spider Splash once again gets the cover. This has got to be it for the champ. Wow. Bob was absolutely taken to task. here is your winner, Spider-Man.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I thought he'd got it that first pin. Well, not literally the first pin in the match, but the one
after the first Spider Splash. I thought he had it. I thought he had it as well. But no, the 630 senton into the second Spider Splash. That was a real hard hitting finale.
That's enough, I think, to put anyone out.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, he's a light man, is Spider-Man, but his entire body crashing over your entire body it's still gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Oof. But well done, Spidey, for beating the champ in his first challenge. I think Bob may rethink instigating the open challenge now. He may have to rethink his strategy as champ, but I do hope he doesn't. I hope that he maintains the open challenge, or maybe give Spidey a shot. I mean, the whole point of the Twitch title is it is supposed to change. It's not beholden to big pay-per-view events. It can change hands at any time. It can change hands at any show on Twitch. So hey, maybe after that kind of performance, maybe Spider-Man deserves a shot.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Moving on to our next match of the evening, tag action now, as the Unthinkables are continuing their dominance of the tag scene against the RCM. Now, the Unthinkables, if I recall last week, the Unthinkables were victorious against somebody. Can't remember who. Recalling their matches gives me a bit of a headache. So I struggled to do so. But this week, taking on Harry Dubois and Kim Kitsuragi from the Revachol Caesars Militia. How do you fancy either team's chances at this? Harry has fought demons like this in the past.
I feel like Harry fights demons like this on a near daily basis.
On an hour,
to be honest.
every hour on the hour, really.
Yeah.
So I think Harry may go into this with a bit of an advantage. Kim, this is new to Kim.
Yeah.
And the Unthinkables.
Sorry. When somebody says every hour on the hour, that's it. Markiplier's in my head. Every hour on the hour, every hour on the hour.
Hedgehog around here.
Markiplier every hour on the hour, every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
This is a really impossible call to make, though. Both teams are curveballs. And what do you do when two curveballs hit each other? How do you call two curveballs? I think the only way to call it is to call it in the ring. Let's go down to the ring. Your next match is a Tornado Tag Team match set for one fall with no time limit. Making their way to the ring first, from out of this world, weighing in at a combined non-Euclidean number, Unthinkable Sheep, Unthinkable Rabbit, the Unthinkables.
I do wish he wouldn't gyrate at me like that, to be honest with you.
He's just getting into the groove with the music.
I know he's grooving. I know he's having a good time, but I'm not having a good time.
You don't like watching the rabbit grooving with his bootios.
Yeah, it's the gyration. He's doing it again. It just feels mocking. He could groove in many other ways that would not involve those hip gyrations.
I mean, maybe that's how they express respect on their planet. Maybe that's the equivalent of a handshake. They haven't got a
planet.
Maybe that's the equivalent of a handshake over there.
Nah, these are extra dimensional beings that don't come from here.
And their opponents from Revachol. First, Kim Kitsuragi.
Not coming out together?
I mean, they're supposed to.
Harry's just off on one. I understand.
Harry's Harry, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes he needs Kim, like, if you notice, sometimes he comes out fine on his own. Sometimes he needs Kim to shove him into the ring. Other times he just, maybe, I mean, he was here at call time. I don't know where he's buggered off to.
Look, he's got extra needs that other people don't, and that's fine. And
Last time he was late, he told me he was busy conversing with his necktie.
Yeah, you see, this is the thing, right?
Oh, here he is,
He's found it. He's managed to dress himself.
His partner, Harry Dubois.
He's managed to dress himself. This is a good day.
It's a good day. He's got both his shoes on. He managed to tie his tie. I don't know what that ugly bruise is, but I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. But they're both in the ring now, finally. The RCM. I don't know how Kim puts up with this sometimes. Is this what living with me's like?
I think it's slightly easier living with you, to be honest. I think I'd rather live with you than Harry, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe he had to hit an annoying Scouse child on the way in.
Honestly, fair enough.
Fair enough, indeed. Freya rings the bell. The match is underway. Harry and the Sheep lock in horns. Kim delivering a sharp DDT to the Unthinkable Rabbit. And now, Sheep being thrown out. Harry landed on his feet, though. The Sheep, I don't think, was prepared for Kim and the Rabbit being in the way. But now, trading opponents. Harry turning the Rabbit inside out with that side suplex. And now the Unthinkable Sheep laying the hammer fist down on Kim. Huge drop kick. And short rip-cord forearm there from the Unthinkable Sheep, leaving both the Rabbit and the Sheep to team up on our good friend Harry. Kim, though, returning fire with the beautiful, beautiful face buster there from Kim. Harry resting on the ropes, Kim resting on his laurels for a little bit too long. Up on the shoulders of the Sheep, guillotined off the top rope. And the leg drop onto the thigh of Harry. That's gonna set his day a kilter a little bit. Sheep with the cover. But Kim with a 1 count, kicking out just as fast.
I mean, to be fair, that was an insultingly quick pin.
It was an insultingly quick pin, especially even with two people that aren't too experienced in the ring as the RCM. Kim, beautiful dodging out of that tope con hero. You heard the bones of the Sheep. I think they're bones. They might be something else. Crunch as he hit those thin mats. And now the fight is spilled to the outside. Reverse DDT from the Rabbit. Kim flattened by something else from the Sheep. Rabbit getting right in Harry's face. The Unthinkable's on top of the world right now. Vertical suplex there from the Sheep. Knee colliding with the face of Harry Dubois. This is bad for the RCM. Crossface there from the Sheep, but there's no kicking, there's no tapping out. And a super kick to the back of the head sends Harry careening to the ground. Kim trying to lock up with the Sheep, but the Sheep not having any of it. This is not good for the RCM right now. Harry having to be helped back up to his feet by his opponent. Kim, though, catches the boot of the Sheep. Can he? He cannot capitalize on the momentum, unfortunately. The Sheep is just too big, too strong for Kim to handle. Maybe need to call in the canine division, get some sheepdogs in here. Handle the Sheep once and for all. Snap suplex, Kim's leg colliding with that ring post. Now both the Unthinkables going to team up on Harry. The low drop kick takes out the Rabbit. Can Harry take both these men on? Reversal of the I think Spanish Fly attempt, but the waistlock takedown catches Harry by surprise. He takes the slow roll to the outside. Kim back up on his feet now. Slingshot cross body from the Rabbit. And now, Kim thrown into the turnbuckle by the Sheep. And the sheep goes to the opposite turnbuckle. Big shotgun drop kick. Kim sent flying into that bottom turnbuckle. If not for Harry, that could have been all over for the RCM.
That was remarkably quick reaction times from Harry there.
He's having a moment of lucidity there, and at the perfect
he is,
time.
isn't he?
And the crucifix bomb could have been the start of something, but the rabbit was there. The rabbit hits the super kick. Rabbit up on the top rope does not look good for Harry. 450 splash, but nobody home. Could this be the start of a comeback for the RCM? Harry tope suicida through the middle ropes. And Kim with a beautiful uppercut catches the sheep by surprise. Gets the heel hook and now really wrenching at that leg, wrenching the ankle, the knee, every joint in the sheep's leg. But he manages to roll over. Crucifix bomb on the rabbit on the outside. Kim slowly makes his way back up to his feet. Enziguri there from the rabbit. But on the inside, Kim's back in charge. He's up on the top rope. Harry and Rabbit back on the inside. Kim, frog splash from Kim Kitsuragi. As the rabbit hits a sharp DDT on Harry, making him have to leave. And now back in the heel hook. Fortunately, though, the rabbit was there to break it up. This is a very back and forth match. The RCM have expertly pulled this back from the brink. Ooh, springboard DDT. Beautiful move from the rabbit. The rabbit with the cover. Just a 1 from Harry, though. Oh, the tope con hero on the outside hits Kim. And now the rabbit has got something brewing for Harry on the inside. Flat liners right into what appears to be a crossface, and Harry taps out.
I mean, look. Harry struggles with minor inconveniences.
Here are your winners, the Unthinkables. I mean, the crossface is not an inconvenience. I think you're downplaying the submission finisher for the Unthinkable Rabbit there, but it was
Yeah.
They almost looked like they pulled it back.
He didn't last long, though.
He did not. He tapped out very quick once he was in that submission.
Yeah.
It was looking quite promising for the RCM.
That's what I'm getting at. I'm not saying that the submission hold is like easier in it, but what I am saying is, you know, Harry knows what he likes and what he don't like, and you know, I respect that. I also wouldn't. I would probably have tapped out even faster. Like, no, I don't like that. Let go of me now.
Very fair, very fair. I'm also not a fan of being held in submission holds.
Yeah, I mean, not without consent, obviously.
I mean, yeah, you're allowed to put me in a sharpshooter if we have a safe word.
Yeah, exactly. I'm exactly the same thing. Yeah. You know, like
if you're gonna cattle mutilate me, give me a safe word.
Yeah, like twist me up all you like, baby, but ask first.
You hear me, Bryan Danielson? Safe words. Unthinkables, though, continuing their hot streak. Two victories in a row now in tag action from the sheep and the rabbit specifically. The horse obviously the horse is a strong contender. We don't need to justify the horse's position in wrestling as silly, but the Unthinkables as a tag team now making themselves known in every division. I'm real happy to see it.
Yeah, agreed.
You're now being accused of saying it's not a real submission, like the flippy shit isn't a real division.
I mean, well, first off, it's not, so jot that down. Also, I never said it wasn't a real submission. I was like totally agreeing with Harry's evaluation of the situation.
Oh no, this is a crossface. This is probably going to hurt a lot. I'm going to tap out quick.
Yeah, right?
I like my face the way it is.
I am allergic to pain, and therefore will do what it takes to not be in pain. So, you know.
A fair and valid observation.
Yeah, fucking tap out. What I don't know. I don't know what you want from me.
Our next match this evening is one built on what appears to be an accidental feud that happened in the locker room last week. Self-professed mixed tag champion Mr. M has stolen the belt from the locker of the actual Wrestling Silly mixed tag champion Superman, and will not give it him back. We've asked him nicely. He's asked him nicely. I've asked him nicely. He will not give it back. So we've told him this is a title match.
I like the implication that Mr. M might have given it back if I had not been there the first time.
Why you specifically?
Well, that's the way you phrased it. You were like, we asked him, Superman asked him, I asked him.
Oh, by we, I was referring to me and Superman.
You went back. I see. Okay.
We've spoken to him, then I spoke to him again, then you spoke to him, then Superman spoke to him. He will not give it back. So we've told him this is a title match. So
I even gave him like a really mean noogie, and he still didn't give it back. So I don't know what else to do, to be honest.
Well, this is our last resort. So if Mr. M asks, this is a title match, despite the fact that it's a mixed tag championship, he didn't ask. But part of that might be because at this point, I don't think he has a mixed tag partner.
No. And I also just like don't even think he's got like any friends in the women's division. So like, it's not even like he could just get someone else.
Yeah, I don't think he has anyone to defend with him. So if anyone asks, this is a title match, but it's not really a title match. I just want to get Superman his belt back because he earned that belt fair and square. Well, Wonder Woman earned that belt fair and square. Let's get into the ring.
The weenies can't hide behind the women anymore.
No women, all weenies. Let's go. This next match is set for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first. He is from the Mushroom Kingdom, weighing in at 244 pounds. He is the self-confessed Wrestling It's Silly Mixed Tag Team Champion, Mr. M. He's a real arsehole, isn't he? Just a real arsehole.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I felt like we've known that for quite a while, to be honest with you.
Like, sometimes people are arseholes and then they try and redeem themselves. Like, I think Superman is trying to redeem himself in the eyes of Wrestling Is Silly. Mr. M became an arsehole and has sat in it for a year now. He is...
Yeah.
He is irredeemable at this point. I don't think there's anything that he could do to get the crowd on side.
The thing is, right, I feel like the idea of being irredeemable implies that you want to be redeemed.
True.
And I don't think Mr. M gives a solitary fuck what anyone else thinks.
I think you're right.
Okay, no. I tell a smidgen of a lie because I do think he cares what people like Pauline and like the other wrestlers that he respects. I think he cares what they think. But us, chat, most of the other people in the locker room doesn't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck. And his opponent from the planet Krypton via the city of Metropolis, weighing in at 241 pounds, he is one half of the Wrestling Is Silly Mixed Tag Team Champions, Superman. I think he's slowly turning. I think he's been a bit too busy to commission himself some new music.
Yeah, I was just thinking, this is a bit... Is somber the right word?
It is a bit somber.
I don't know. Doesn't quite fit the vibe he's got going on.
No, he's trying to bring back his like his all American Boy Scout vibe, and
yeah,
he's still using his evil overlord music. I think he's just been busy.
Which, you know, fair play. Look, we all get busy sometimes.
We all get busy.
And we all get busy, am I right? Fucking
We all get
gamers.
busy. Except Mr. M. He never gets anything.
Except Mr. M, no.
Yeah. No fans, no sex for Mr. M. And Superman coming out the gate with a huge array of punches. Tiger feint into the discus lariat. Early cover from Superman. Oh, I would have loved it if that had been it. I would so have loved it if that had been it.
That was a bold open. I respect that hustle.
Yeah. I mean, few men can knock a man down with a discus lariat. It's like he's up that, and that was up there with the Brody Lee level, but a discus lariat. Oh, fisherman suplex. Mr. M couldn't hold on to the leg to get the cover though. And now, oh, just a slap across the chest from Mr. M. Superman not taking that well. Irish whip into the big back elbow. And stomping on the elbow of Mr. M in response. Big running splash. Yeah, Soups isn't using AI generated music. This is good. Nobody on the roster is, but if Soups was still evil, he would have.
Yeah, true.
Good spot there from Boo. Maybe he is truly becoming a good guy.
Even Mr. M doesn't use AI music.
Even Mr. M, the biggest bastard on the roster, uses music written by humans.
I think Mr. M is our biggest bastard, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, Alabama slam there from Superman, and then just yeeting him around by the ankle. Soup's really showing us who's boss here. Lifts Mr. M up and just gives him a little bit of a moment to think about how he got in the predicament he did, and sending him crashing back down to earth. And he looks like he's having fun in the ring again. He finally looks like he's having fun in the ring again.
Yeah.
Maybe this is Mr. M's angle. Do you think he's trying to be the biggest heel for us, or I just think he's a bastard. I don't think there's any altruism in this.
Maybe Mr. M is the ultimate face. He's so face that he knows we need an irredeemable heel.
We need a bastard. Oh,
yeah.
Superman was getting in position to take flight there, but changing his mind. Maybe a poor decision. Mr. M's series of strikes. Oh, but the pump kick avoided by Soups. And now, driving the knee into the forehead of Mr. M. Oh, Northern Light suplex, picture perfect for Mr. M. And now he dragging Soups away from the ropes. Cannot think he can get a pin this early. No way at all. Oh, but running in with a lariat. Mr. M taking control of any momentum he can get. Superman a little bit dazed, having to drag himself up by the ropes. Mr. M flying armbar into the Jujikatami. Soup's not prepared for this, but he's shaking his head. He will not give up. Mr. M bringing Superman back up to his feet. And the Italian fly. It's a beautiful move, the standing Spanish fly. Mr. M does it so well. He's up on the top rope. Superstar press. Gets the cover. Not enough to keep the man from Krypton down. He takes a slow roll out, but he's still in the game. Mr. M looking... he's so much of a heel, he won't even entertain us with a good tope suicida. No, it's a slow walk and a jump over. But the
jump was pretty impressive though.
It was, but I can do that. 200 chokeslam.
Don't make it less impressive.
I mean, it does to me. Nothing I can do is impressive, right?
Well, except all those times you rub your own ego about how super sexy you are.
Takes flight with the phenomenal forearm. Gets the cover. Not enough to keep Mr. M down. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Admonish me over all that cool wrestling. Soup's in full control now. One taking flight wasn't enough. He leaps over into the spine buster. I was going for a little bit of a run. Gets another splash, but the pool was empty. Mr. M this is his last chance to capitalize, but he's running on empty at this point. He's got Superman up in the turnbuckle, but this is a bad place for Superman to be. If he hits him with that avalanche Italian fly, it could be all over. That's got to be what he's gearing up to. I don't like Superman's chances, but there he goes, careening with the mat with the avalanche Italian fly. Chance of this is awesome, raining around the crowd. Mr. M with the cover. Ooh, Superman just in time gets the kick out. Mr. M, though, chasing him. Soup's up to his feet. Series of chops there from Mr. M. Superman gotta fire back. Hooks the legs. Alabama slam once again. But he grabs the legs, but not enough to keep Mr. M down.
Where was this oomph when they were actually fucking fighting for the titles?
Oh, he's back in the turnbuckle. Is he going to go for another avalanche Italian fly? I think this is where this is going. They're on the top rope. Superman not looking in good shape. Avalanche Italian fly once again. If Mr. M can get the cover, Soups, though, he's dangerously close to those ropes. Cover.
Well, how the hell are we going to get it off him now?
I don't know. Here is your winner, Mr. M. Yeah, that wasn't how that was supposed to go, folks. That was supposed to be a nice easy sweep for Soups.
We're gonna have to steal it back.
We're gonna have to steal it back. I don't know any other way to get around this.
Oh, what a huge pain in the ass.
What a huge pain in the ass, indeed.
Fucking Cheaper Mr. M.
Fucking yeah, he always wins when we need him to lose, and vice versa. He is the ultimate heel, like we keep saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, that brings us to the end of the first half of Wrestling is Silly. We're going to go for a very, very quick break. In the meantime, empty your bladders, refill your glasses, go for the quickest smoke of all time. Maybe go for a quick bike ride around the block. We will be back in about 3 minutes' time. If you've enjoyed this half of the show, like it says on the screen in the chat, please do hit that subscribe button, and you will skip the ad that is about to play, because we will be back in 3 minutes. In the meantime, who's that Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon?
Welcome back, everybody, to Wrestling is Silly. I hope you all had a really good and lovely break. It was a Magby. Don't Magby's feet look weird? I've never really looked at Magby's feet before, but they look weird. Like half duck feet, but then they've got weird spiky bits on them. Anyway, you may have noticed the guy on the desk is gone. There used to be two of us, and now there's only one of us. Don't worry, Zach didn't die. He wasn't arrested. He has gone backstage. He's gone backstage. He's gone to, as we say, the gorilla position, to prepare for the next match of the evening. Because last week we saw Astarion and Darth Maul go one-on-one in a Flippy Shit title eliminator match, and well, Zach is not finished with his bad-mouthing of both the Flippy Shit division and Darth Maul, and the Flippy Shit division commissioner was watching last week. Our good friend Woe Matt Berry, the Flippy Shit division commissioner, was watching and listening and heard Zach and his talk of the division and was not happy. So this evening, Zach has found himself a tag team partner from the division, and he and his tag partner Wallace are going head-to-head in tornado tag action against Flippy Shit Division Commissioner Woe Matt Berry and Flippy Shit Division Champion Darth Maul. This is one hell of a match. This is going to be a emotional match. I am really looking forward to this. Let me just put in the prediction now. Please do get your points in, because it is going to be an absolute hell of a match, this one. Zach and Wallace, Darth Maul and Matt. Let's go down to the ring. It's going to be fucking great. I'm so looking forward to this. This match is a tornado tag team match set for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from a lovely town in northern England, weighing in at 212 pounds of clay that you can't buy anymore, Wallace. I can only assume when Darth Maul and Matt laid down the challenge to Zach for this match, they said, you need to find yourself a partner in the Flippy Shit division for this match. I can only imagine that Zach and Wallace bonded over a cheese board, and that's probably the only way that they got on the same page, because nobody loves a bit of Wensleydale more than those two men. Like, they are probably both about the same amount percentage cheese. So it's only really natural that they ended up on a team together. If you can think of a better tag team name than the Cheesy Boys, then throw it in the chat, but they are the Cheesy Boys. I mean, look, I love how funky and fresh Wallace gets also. And his partner from the commentary desk, Zach. He got his music working this week as well. This was supposed to be his music last time. He's been Munstermen does make him sound German. Cheesy Boys evolve into Munstermen. There we go, Zach making the crowd are on Zach's side. They are the crowd here in the arena are on Zach's side. Are the crowd here in the chat on Zach's side? Let's check the prediction and find out. The Breach Boys. Who put 10k? Ooh, 10k on Darth Maul and Matt. Bold choice from somebody in chat. Yes, yes, my intention is make you pick your favorite parent. That is what I'm trying to make you do here. Do you like Zach or do you like Matt? And their opponents first, From Cambridgeshire, England, weighing in. Whoa, Matt Berry. Matt. He's just weighing in. He didn't give a number. He just weighed in. He didn't write anything fun in the or a joke in the weigh-in box. He just left it blank. So he's just weighing in. And his partner from Dathomir, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the reigning Flippy Shit Division champion, Darth Maul. The surprise, I thought you all would appreciate the surprise return of Matt. In a very slight break of kayfabe, I don't know if Matt knows that the return of Matt has happened. I haven't told him, but he's the Flippy Shit commissioner, and he needs to get involved in this. There's no echo. Don't know what you're talking about. There's no echo. It's fine. You're all lying to me, gaslighting me. There's no echo. Yeah, having the Flippy Shit commissioner and the Flippy Shit champion on the same team is a, I mean, it's a representative of the division as a whole. Matt, the original Flippy Shit boy, the Flippy Shit division started off as Matt Berry's Flippy Shit Invitational all those months ago, and now he's back with the champ to represent his division against the Brie boys, the cheesy boys, the charcuterie gentleman. Nah, charcuterie has meat. And Zach's vegetarian, so there can't be any charcuterie. The cheese board chums. Cheesy chaps. Yeah, this really is. This is a match for the honor of the Flippy Shit division, I must say. Again, having the champ and the commissioner on the, like, Matt representing not only himself but his creation. It's a very prestigious, very very interesting match. I can't wait to see it get underway. And there goes the bell. Very, very all four men apprehensive to start. Matt, a right arm straight in to the face of Zach and hitting that tornado takedown. Wallace going in to help, but Matt one half step ahead of Wallace. Zach back on his feet now. Zach and Darth Maul locking horns. Face buster there from Zach. Matt though with the waist lock. Cut back stabber from Matt. Matt with an early cover. Zach not giving him any room there. And now Wallace now colliding with the wrong end of Matt's fists. Matt, Falcon arrow there from Matt. Darth Maul running in to get some cheap stomps. Oh, the Matty go round had no people on it that time. And now Matt took an early charge of the ring, but now Zach wrenching the ankle of Darth Maul on that bottom rope, and now with the waistlock on Matt, the German suplex onto Matt. Zach now cleaning house. Wallace on the outside with Darth Maul. Ooh, Darth Maul with the low kick, taking out Wallace, but STO there from Zach, and Zach now up on the top rope. Dangerous place for a guy like that to be. Zach, big knee drop straight to the face, straight to the throat of our Flippy Shit division commissioner. Meanwhile, on the outside, cross face chops on to Darth Maul from Wallace. The cheesy boys are in charge right now. Zach taking a moment to showboat for the crowd. Bringing Matt back up to his feet, getting the double underhooks. Ooh, Matt landing on his feet. Very, very impressive. Gets the momentum. Irish whip, gets the sleep and the pop up Hurricane Rana. That is why that man is a Flippy Shit division commissioner. And the standing Shiranui gets a very deep cover. Oh, but Zack with the 2 count breakout. Matt, though, on the top rope. He's got his eyes on Zack for something. Oh, he goes for the standing the Hurricane Rana, but Zack powering through into the powerbomb. Real show of force. And now gets the waist lock. He had something in mind, but Matt getting the elbows up. And now turning it into, the Bulldog. I thought he was going for a kill switch there, but no, a Bulldog. And now Matt on the outside, reaching for the stars. Meanwhile, Darth Maul and Wallace still brawling with each other on the outside. Darth Maul currently on top, but for how long? Matt up on the top rope, changing his mind, though. And now, step up tornado there from Matt, taking down Zack. Zack bust open, but Wallace hitting the suplex, giving Zack a little bit of time to rest and recover, maybe catch his breath back, but no, instead the tope suicida straight into the chest of Darth Maul. Meanwhile, Matt goes for a little bit of a run, interrupted by a discus forearm from Wallace. Zack and Wallace quite fit, so maybe shredded cheese. I think Zack would appreciate being called shredded cheese. Let's call him shredded cheese from now on. And Darth Maul with the spiked jawbreaker. And the body slam onto Zack. But Wallace going in, dodging out, getting some strikes of his own. But the tope suicida to the back from Matt. Nobody was expecting that. And now, double underhooks into a butterfly suplex from Wallace. Darth Maul, though, showboating for a little bit too long. Zack throwing him back into the ring. The shredded cheese there. Both men taking down Matt on the outside. Darth Maul forced to just sit and watch. No, not for long. Tope suicida. Zack, the Manhattan drop on Matt. Good lord, that's skirting with a DQ there, but we'll let it fly because it's him. And Wallace lefts and rights from Wallace. Big uppercut, but the pop-up Hurricane Rana, the running Hurricane Rana there from Matt, taking Zack down. It's a very tope heavy match. I mean, it's 3 flippy shit division men. It's going to be a lot of high flying maneuvers. Zack, though, alone in the ring, takes some time to showboat for the fans. He's confident in his partner Wallace. Wallace hitting a brutal half and half. Zack making the slow walk outside to meet his opponents. But a Texas cloverleaf, the patented Captain Eden Jackson skull and bones there from Wallace on the outside. There ain't no tap outs, but a brutal crucifix powerbomb from Darth Maul onto our boy Zack. Darth Maul full of energy right now. Brutal mule kick there from Matt to get out of whatever Zack had in mind. But a boot to the chest evens out the momentum. Matt colliding with Spanish commentary and then with the steel barricade. Meanwhile, Darth Maul resting Wallace onto the barricade, his abdomen colliding with that steel bar. Back elbow cutting all of Darth Maul's momentum absolutely flat, but returns with the Irish whip. Both of shredded cheese colliding now with that steel barricade. And the sling blades, Darth Maul expertly changing his momentum to hit Wallace with that sling blade. All still to play for in this match. Matt and Zack squaring up. Casadora avoided by Zack. Into Blue Thunder Bomb avoided by Matt, and the dropkick straight to the face of the detective. It's berry on berry violence. Nobody wanted this. With a pile driver from Wallace to Darth Maul, I'm surprised his horns weren't sticking out of the ground on that impact. Code red from Matt Berry on the outside. That is brutality. The wrong trousers there from Wallace. Deep cover, Wallace. It's just a 2 count. However, it did draw Matt away from Zack for long enough. Air raid crash from Wallace. Both of the flippy shit division team are down. Wallace, though, couldn't secure a 3 count on either one. Zack back up on his feet, thankfully. Thankfully for Team Shredded Cheese. Snapmare from Zack with a chop and the kick and the standing Shiranui from Wallace. But Wallace can kick out just as easily. Zack had something in mind. I think he was going for that Kikina clutch, but he couldn't quite get it. And he gets made in Japan from Darth Maul. Now both men in Team Flippy Shit division, both on Zack, but Zack, he's always talking about that ring awareness. You hear him talk about being too close to the ropes, and he finally acts good on it, getting that rope break. But Wallace, made in Japan for Wallace as well, with the deepest of hooks, but he gets the out, and a tope con hero from Matt as a last-ditch effort to try and stop Zack from breaking up the cover. Zack and Matt really butting heads in this match. Double moonsault attempt from Darth Maul, but the second one got caught by Wallace, who hits the pile driver. Meanwhile, pop-up Hurricane Rana once again from Matt, using his speed, using his flips to keep on top of Zack. But on the inside, the boot to the face of Darth Maul. Wallace with the cover. So again, Matt, once again, the Team Shredded Cheese have got this chemistry of Wallace dragging Matt away from Zack when he knows he needs a moment. Oh, Zack went high, Darth Maul went low, and this time low beats high. But the guillotine neck breaker from Wallace evens the odds. Zack now brutal tope, but Matt ducking away at the last minute and hitting the standing shooting star press. A standing moonsault avoided though by Wallace. Oh, chop avoided by Darth Maul though. They're very even. Spine buster from Darth Maul. Oh, Zack collides with that steel ring post. Darth Maul made in Japan on Wallace. Deep cover. Wallace is in trouble, but he gets the nearest of 2 counts. On the outside, though, snap suplex from Zack, putting Matt down for a moment. Moonsault on the inside, though, from Darth Maul. This is not looking good for Team Shredded Cheese, I must say. But Zack and Wallace, though, curse the commentary. They're getting the momentum back. Wallace with the cover. Only a 2 count. Matt hits the jawbreaker on Zack, and the big, brutal back elbow. Head scissors on the inside, keeping Darth Maul down. And a quick draw suplex there from Matt. Big inverted suplex from Wallace. Darth Maul looking bad. Zack returned to the ring. Matt hasn't had to wrestle like this in a long time. Him and Wallace now butting heads. Kitchen sink, turning Matt's momentum on its head, and now Wallace with that brutal spinning, twisting armbar. Shredded Cheese in control. Team Flippy Shit trying to claw back. Suicida hits its target from Zack. And 1-2 combination of strikes from Zack onto Darth Maul. Death Valley driver on the outside from Zack. That is a brutal move to take anywhere in the ring, let alone on the outside, but right into a DDT from the Commissioner. And now Matt is cleaning house once again. He goes for a bit of a spin. Tornado takedown, Hurricane Rana there. And Darth Maul catching the fist of the detective as Zack goes. Oh, Zack turning the Gorilla Press into a sunset flip. Can't get the pin, but he avoids the Gorilla Press. Oh, Wallace also avoiding an onslaught of strikes and getting some of his own in on the Commissioner. Darth Maul in a bad place, being left on the ring barricade, and just a big boot to the side of the head gets him down. This is a very, very back and forth match. I thought Team Flippy Shit had it, but Shredded Cheese are now on the up and up. Guillotine neckbreaker from Wallace inside the ring, and on the outside, Darth Maul being hung up to dry once again on that barricade. Cutter out of nowhere from Wallace onto the Commissioner. Shredded Cheese are on it right now. Flying armbar into the Judikatami. Is Matt going to tap? No, Matt is not tapping out. Darth Maul, volley of strikes onto Zack on the outside. But on the inside, and that's all that matters, the wrong trousers has hit the Commissioner. Deep cover. Oh, and Darth Maul is just about able to break it up. Oh. Oh, that was a good double reversal from both with Darth Maul and Wallace, but Wallace ended up on the wrong side of a very powerful leg-based takedown from Darth Maul. But another pile driver, and the Shiranui intercepted into the power slam. And Wallace and Zack have got it. Here are your winners, Wallace and Zack. Shredded cheese. An incredible effort from all four men, but it was that wrong trousers from Wallace that got that final victory for Team Shredded Cheese. Let's go back to the ring because I can hear Zack coming up the ring. I think he's about ready to come back and give us the
I have
lowdown.
something to say. One, I love Shredded Cheese. Great name. Having that. Two, give me the mic. I need to say something.
All right. Okay. Cut back to cameras.
Matt, I just want to be real clear about something before this potentially turns nasty between us. You're a great wrestler and an even greater friend, and I don't want to leave the arena tonight with you thinking that my problems with the Flippy Shit division are anything to do with you, or even your original idea of the Flippy Shit division. When you first introduced it, Wiz was so small. We only had 2 other belts, and our top guys were powerhouses like Colonel Sanders and Superman. The Flippy Shit division was a breath of fresh air to showcase a different type of wrestler and a different type of wrestling. But I don't know how to say this, but times have changed, man. I firmly believe the division holds some of our best wrestlers. I've never denied that. You've got Mackie Chase, you've got Spider-Man, just to name a couple. Guys that are so over with our fans who really showcase what high-flying wrestling can be. People who I think could climb that waterfall to greatness, become dragons of the wrestling world. But I'm sorry, I also believe it has become a safe harbor for absolute mediocrity in one of the best promotions in the world. People who want to be big fish in a small pond, who want to fence in our high-flying talent, keep them busy in this division so they can't prove themselves in others. If they get the opportunity to do that, the illusion of grandeur for the Flippy Shit title would quickly be revealed for what it is. An absolute delusion. This isn't about what it was, it's about what it is now. An anchor for some and a shield for others. This can't be what you imagined when you first created this division. They've taken your vision and they've warped it into a weapon that only they can wield. Man, if any of what I've said resonates with you, you know where to find me and we can fix this together.
I think he's actually coming back for real this time. Are you back for real this time?
I'm actually back for real this time.
Big words, strong words. And I gotta say, one hell of a performance. You
Thank you.
You got the shit kicked out of you, and you.
I think I came out of that.
You gave us hell as good as you got.
I think I came out of that match looking redder than Darth Maul, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
for real. Well, big words. I didn't know you felt so strongly about the people in the division.
I mean, who doesn't feel that way about, like, you know, that Mackie Chase and Spider-Man? Who doesn't feel like that?
I mean, it's true. I mean, I love Spidey. You know I love Spidey. You know I love Mackie Chase. And I'm hesitant to say you've got a point. There are people in that division that deserve better.
I mean,
I wouldn't have
after
gone about it the way you did, but...
Having literally just watched that match, are you telling me that Wallace wouldn't absolutely rip the rest of the division, the title picture, to shreds for any belt he wanted to go for? But instead he wastes his time going for the fucking Flippy Shit division. Wasted. Absolutely wasted.
I mean, maybe you've got a point. again, fantastic match though. Absolutely fantastic match.
Thank you.
You and Matt were really
I aim to
going.
please.
You and Matt really went for it on the outside there.
Yeah, we did a little bit.
I was scared for both of you. I thought I was going to lose both of you.
I think we both got lost in the haze a bit. That's why I really felt like I needed to clear up the air before coming and sitting back down.
You both got lost in the sauce. I get it.
Yeah, we did.
I also understand why you're taking your jumper off. I assume you used that to mop up the blood.
Yeah, Lord Almighty. And also, it's warm. It's really warm.
You chose to wrestle in a jumper. I mean, that's on you.
Yeah, look. In my defense, normally they're a bit crap. So, like, I don't get that hot. But, like, you know, that one really took it out of me.
I mean, they made you prove it. And they said
really
bring
did
it,
make
and
me
you
prove
brung it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like how I was the only person to bet on me in the prediction.
We get all those points now.
Yeah, well, you know, if you're not going to bet on yourself, who's going to bet on you?
You always got to bet on yourself. And I'm not allowed to bet. I would have bet on you, but I'm not allowed to bet.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, what a match. I've got to say, what a hell of a match. Fantastic match. And I'm very interested to hear what Matt has to say in response to that, I got to say.
Yeah.
Everyone was excited. People were excited for the Matt comeback. That's fair.
Yeah, well, you know, good pal. We always love to see him on here.
We do love to see him, and I'm glad that you're not, falling out with him over some boys that can do backflips.
Obviously not.
Again, I'm real excited to see, what he says in response. Moving on to our next match, our penultimate match of the evening. We are going back to the Wrestling is Silly World Series. The WS2, we're going to the black block this evening. No, we're not. We're going to the gold block. Why have I got the black block?
Yeah.
Why have I got the black block card in? We're
I don't know, that's embarrassing.
We're firmly in gold block. We were in gold block zone. We are doing Alice Liddle versus Daisy for our gold block. They are making their first outing here into the Wrestling is Silly World Series. Who, you might be a bit tired, you might be a bit dazed. I'm still going to ask you, who's your pick for this match?
I'm going to be honest, I am a little bit dazed. I did take a lot of smacks to the face. So, maybe that's colouring what I'm about to say. Maybe it's not. That's up for chat to decide. I think Alice takes this. I think out of the two of them, she's got the most, oomph. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Like a certain je ne sais quoi.
I get it.
As it were.
I'm backing Alice as well, but
and that's not to say that Daisy ain't a phenomenal wrestler, but I just think that Alice will take it to a more brutal place. You know what I mean?
That's true. This next match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit and is a World Series gold block match. On her way to the ring first from Sarasaland, weighing in at 140 pounds, Princess Daisy. Daisy's one of them performers. I know she's good, but she always surprises me with just how good,
Yeah.
Because she's so mild-mannered backstage. She's so nice. She's so kind. She's mild-mannered. She's lovely. And then she gets in the ring.
Brings in cookies all the time. Yeah, she's great.
And then she gets in the ring and she kicks your fucking head off.
Yeah.
And her opponent from the streets of London, England, weighing in at 120 pounds, Alice Liddle. And, do you think Alice is in danger of getting her head kicked off? Or are those big old boots going to be doing some counter kicking?
I mean, to be honest, anybody that gets into a ring with Daisy is in very real danger of having their head kicked off.
That's true. She's gonna get her fucking head kicked off. Maybe that'd be Daisy chant.
You're gonna get your fucking head kicked off.
I don't know if the noise cancellation will pick up my claps. Either way, 15 minutes on the clock.
It didn't, but I knew you were doing it in spirit anyway. So
15 minutes on the clock. Princess Daisy not off to the hottest start. Alice getting the upper hand. Ooh, but the strike intercepted. And the Meteora from Daisy. Not often you see a standing Meteora, and there's the Ripcord Lariat taking her down. Early cover from Daisy.
Can chat just confirm that my audio quality is okay? Just because I am seeing about 3 pixels a second.
You sound alright to me.
Okay, that's fine then. It's just the video that's absolutely ripped to shit then.
It's alright. Yeah, it sounded good according to chat. It's all good. Alice going for a little bit of a walk over Daisy and hitting the code red out of goddamn nowhere. We've seen a lot of code reds today. You've taken a code red now. How do they feel? You can
honestly not great. To be honest with you. I mean, they do look cool when they're being done on someone else.
Not as cool in first person.
Not as cool in first person. I'm sure they're cool if you're the one doing it.
Yeah, of course.
But when you're the one taking it, that's not. I'm not a fan of that.
Not a fan of it at all.
Wouldn't recommend that. To be honest, I'm sending around a petition that we should ban the code red.
What about Rue's code teal? Is that also banned?
Yeah, that's also banned.
Yeah, he won't be happy about that.
Yeah, well, it's just a petition at the minute, but I really think I can sway the people in charge. So
sway. Yeah,
it's wrestler abuse.
You've got a little bit of pull with people in charge. I get it.
Yeah.
And anyone that's ever taken a code red can attest they do suck.
Yeah, they do.
Daisy getting all the momentum on the outside, delivering a series of kicks to the face of Alice. We wonder she's gonna get fucking head kicked off. But now returning Alice into the ring. A ring out will mean 3 points. But a beautiful springboard off the top rope into a shotgun drop kick. Daisy in full control right now. And now, can she capitalize? Can she get the cover? No, Alice with the boot up. And now Irish whip into those ropes. Big takedown there from Alice. And now momentum has flipped just as quick. And a Bryan Danielson-esque series of stomps to the head from Alice in those big chunky boots. That's going to be extra damaging. But the Casadora roll up into the double foot stomps from Daisy. Very, very impressive footwork. Alice, though, thrown her into the corner, hitting the monkey flip. Beautiful. Don't see enough monkey flips these days. Channeling the great Rob Van Dam. One of your favorites, one of your heroes, Rob Van Dam?
Yeah, I do. I love Rob Van Dam. He's great.
Hell of a guy.
He looks like he's made of weed.
Yes, because he's made of weed.
Yeah, right? But it's important that he looks like he's made of weed as well.
That is true. It's true. Have you been sort of studying his work? Because I know you've got a lot more flippy shit based matches. Have you been studying the work of Rob Van Dam to try and get in the spirit of the flippy shit, or have you not bothered?
I mean, of course, right? Because again, I have no problem with high flying wrestlers. That's not my beef. I don't want to be misconstrued as hating on high flyers. Some of my favorite wrestlers are high flyers, which that sentence just has a weird vibe. I'm not sure I like it, but look, genuinely, some of my favorite wrestlers are high
Alice
flyers. Rob Van Dam.
Oh. Double knee strikes couldn't quite keep Daisy down. Rob Van Dam is a very high flyer.
Yeah, I don't think there is a higher flyer, just in any sense of the word.
Speaking of high flying, curious, a splash from Alice. Could this be it for Daisy? No! Daisy kicking out in the nick of time, almost by instinct there.
Top Flight, fantastic. Ray Fenix, fantastic. Little close to home, Wallace, love the guy. Mackie Chase, love the guy, right? You know, there's tons of high flyers that I really like. I just think that the flippy shit division is not a good place for high flying wrestlers.
Yeah, we heard you, Matt heard you.
Yeah, exactly.
You've definitely got respect for the art of high flying.
Yeah. I just want that to be made abundantly clear. I don't want people to think that I'm just a fucking hater. I mean, normally I am just a fucking hater, but Jesus Christ.
Curtain call for Alice. God damn. I definitely won't be able to get up after one of those. Jesus Christ.
No. That looked awful. Hated that.
Daisy on top. Double foot stomps. And then just a brutal boot to the back of the head. Again, it's all this like foot strikes offense from Daisy. A huge tope con hero. She didn't quite catch all of it. Probably took a bit of damage herself, but she took Alice down. And that's
it
the
was
important
enough,
thing.
whatever it was.
Yeah, she caught enough to get her down. But Alice popping back up. She's got Daisy by the throat. Oh! And it's flattening her by the throat. Brutal, brutal offense. And now, once again, up on the ramp. Daisy thrown to the ground. Alice breaking the count. She's not done torturing Alice on the crowd. On the ramp, it seems. But Daisy...
Yeah, that was one of those, I want to maximize time
But
smacking.
She wasted a little bit too long. Daisy back up on her feet and hit a trip. Alice's head colliding with the glass panel of that LED ramp. But Alice bouncing back, slaps, strikes, and just, slapping her in the back of the head. That's just disrespectful from Alice. And just a series of slaps, lefts, rights. I don't think she's taken Daisy seriously as a competitor, which, after the onslaught she's taken, is impressive. Now both women returning to the ring. Daisy up for the Sarasa Slam.
I think not respecting your opponent is one of the very quick and easy ways to lose a match.
Yes. Yeah, you got to respect your opponent. They've got here, you've got here. You both deserve this match. You got to take them seriously. Daisy up on the top. Shotgun single leg drop kick. Gets the cover. Ooh, but Alice still kicking out. Daisy's in control, but Alice will not give up. This is a tenacious, tenacious wrestler. And now Daisy going for the strikes instead. Climbing up Alice to deliver double axe handle to the head in the spinning back kick. Oh, Casadora avoided by Daisy. And she's up and back down with a tornado DDT. Daisy back up on top. Another double foot stomp. This could be... No, instead the knee across the chest.
Good move, that.
Good, very good move, that.
Halfway on our timer.
Yeah, this is the longest running Wrestling Silly World Series match. We are down past the halfway point. 7.5 minutes gone. Alice back up on her feet. Tope con hero again, taking Alice down. History repeats itself once again. You'd think Alice would learn not to stand there, but hey ho.
I feel like we really missed a trick by not having it be like World something beginning with I series. So it could be the Whiz Whiz.
The Whiz Whiz. I couldn't think of an I word.
It'd be redundant, but International is the only one that's coming up to my mind.
The World International Series.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we're a bit silly around here.
We are a bit silly. Northern Light suplex. Alice's head colliding with that diamond cut steel of the end of the ramp. A brutal place to land. But I thought Alice had avoided that side suplex, but no, right into the waiting knee of Daisy. I'm surprised she's still standing after all this onslaught, but Alice was the first ever winner in the women's division here at Wrestling is Silly, so she's got a lot to prove. And she's running, gets an emergency cover on Daisy. Oh, Daisy, a 1 count kick out. She's not ceding anything to Alice. Oh, Daisy boots up, gets the cover. Could that kick to the head have knocked her unconscious for just long enough? No. Not unconscious, knocked her dazed for long enough.
Yeah, unconscious, it'd be a worry.
Yeah. Oh, Casadora into the arm drag from Alice. But Daisy gets the throat chop into another Sarasa Slam. And another cover. This has got to be it for Alice. I can't see her kicking out of this one. There we go.
Well done.
Here is your winner, Daisy. Well, damn indeed. 3 points go to Daisy in the gold block. And it's a hell of a good start for her. She now joins at the top of the leaderboard. She joins at the top of the leaderboard with 3 points apiece. I'll get that updated shortly for you. What a match that was. That was an incredible set of an incredible back and forth between both competitors. I'm real happy with how both women fought. I mean, it's real impressive.
Yeah.
We love to see it. Sorry, can you? I'm updating the score sheet. Can you take the lead?
Oh, okay, right. You were like literally doing it right now.
Yes.
I mean, I love some of Daisy's moves, not just because they're my moves as well, but like bit impressive, isn't it?
She is real impressive. Again, it's those educated feet. She picked a part of her body, a feet, and goes, "That's going to be these are my weapons. This is my arsenal."
I mean, and honestly, that's fair enough. Like, your thighs are like your biggest muscle or whatever. Well, actually, no, it's probably something in your back. But you know what I mean, though? Like the kind that you can like do. You can't really do someone damage with your back.
Unless you
like
Darby
not
Allin.
on its own anyway.
But yeah.
Yeah, unless you're Darby Allin. But even then, it's not just his back though, is it?
No.
He just like throws his whole ass body on them, and he's
No,
a
I
waif
know what you mean,
anyway,
yeah.
so it don't even do much. But like.
Yeah. She's picked a strength and she's picked a good part of the body to
Yeah.
specialize in. And
She was like, I'm pretty good at football, can do a good kick. I feel like I could use that.
it's a good strat, and it's clearly working for her so far. She's now tied at the top of the block here in gold block.
Yeah, like she picked her legs, I picked like my whole body because my whole body is a weapon.
Yeah, you're,
because I'm like so big and strong and stuff.
we've seen you in
so
the ring.
shredded.
You don't need to justify this. We've
Yeah.
seen you in the ring.
I know, but I just want to remind everyone how big and shredded I am.
You and Wallace shredded cheese.
Yeah.
Speaking of shredded, there are 2 very shredded men in our main event this evening. Last week, we saw Vicious and Delicious get a surprise upset victory over the Wrestling Silly Tag Team Champions Fight Boyfriends. And this week, I thought the Big Mac, after pinning one half of the tag champs, the world champ, I think he earned a one-on-one. I think this could be evaluation for maybe a title shot further down the line, depending on how he acts. So your main...
I mean, it was a shot, wasn't it?
It was
last
a real
week?
shocker.
Like that was kind of out of left field, but like I don't know, I can see why from like I could probably draw a line from some. There was a lot going on.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot going on.
After the obviously the emotional victory tag champ, the new tag champs, then the weird emotions around the squash victory at the end, and it was just I think they probably just had a lot on their mind.
They
were
in their head.
operating at full capacity. Yeah,
I understand it. So maybe it's time for the champ to make good on that stray pin. Your main event for this evening, Kiryu versus the Big Mac. Let's go down to the ring. It's time for the main event. Oh, we're straight at it. No time for entrances, it seems. Both these men raring to go. Kiryu, flying over for that reverse DDT, spinning reverse DDT, the big knee strike, and that could have been it, but no, just a 1 count. The Big Mac is a little bit harder to put down.
I'm not saying he would have got a 3 count there, but what I do just want to point out is sometimes the refs take a little longer to start counting.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you accusing our refs of slow counting?
Look, all right. I'm not saying there's any bias, but I've just noticed a pattern that sometimes they wait a little longer to start counting. Make of that what you will.
Make of that what you will, indeed. Big King Kong lariat from the Dragon of Dojima here in to a neck breaker, not giving any ground to the ground beef man himself, the Big Mac. And now Big Mac slowly making his way up to his feet as Kiryu prepares to terminate him with that Tope Con Hero. Or should that be a Tope Con Carne because he hit the Meat Man? But the Big Mac bouncing back just as fast and driving the back of Kiryu into the steel barricade, returning the Wrestling City World Champion back to the ring. And another Tope hits its target. Direct hit over the top rope and the low drop kick straight to the spine of the Big Mac. Champ ain't fucking around today. Both men returning to the ring. Big Mac half a step quicker, manages to get that whip into the turnbuckle. And there, the lariat, and a very beautiful lariat, very stylish lariat there from the Big Mac. And stomping the knee of Kiryu into the ground. Meeting of the minds there. And currently in charge, the Big Mac guillotining Kiryu off that top rope. Kiryu came in hot, but I think he might have underestimated the former Mayor McCheese. Beautiful flapjack there. Kiryu having to take a moment out to breathe, to recenter.
I mean, this might come back a little bit. I mean, look, I think Kiryu's had a bit of an inflated ego the past couple of weeks. I'm going to be honest. I do. I think that it's been pretty evident that he thinks he's a bit of a Billy Big Bollocks right now.
He does think he's a bit of a Billy Big Bollocks.
To be fair, he is a bit of a Billy Big Bollocks. Like, that's fine. He's allowed to think that. The thing is, as I said earlier, not respecting your opponent is a surefire way to lose, even if you're the better wrestler. Now,
very true.
I don't want to make excuses for my loss against Darth Maul last week, but I will say that I don't think I gave, I don't want to say him enough respect, because I don't respect him anyway. And I
didn't
didn't
give him
respect
match
him
enough
this week
respect.
either. Yeah. I thought I was going to go in, and I thought I was just going to absolutely rocket to victory.
Poison Rana there from Kiryu gets the cover.
A 1 count. Come on.
An aggressive 1 count, and another Tope Con Hero from King Shit Fuck Mountain himself, Kiryu Kazuma. And now, the back rake, the nails, the dragon's claws raking down the back of the Big Mac. The big back, as I might say. The double axe handle to the back. And again, I think Kiryu realizing now that he may need to give the Big Mac and this match the respect it deserves. But you'd think being pinned by a guy would make you respect him, but...
I mean, to be honest, look, he probably just thought it was a bit of a fluke.
Maybe. And again, like you said, I think Kiryu... diving neckbreaker there from Big Mac. And I think Kiryu is it's a bit of an inflated ego right now. It's something that's a bit going to his head a bit. Another...
He's like...
Poison Rana, though.
Billy Big Bollocks, but Kazi
Big Cojones.
Cock. Yeah.
Kaze Colossal Cojones.
Yeah, that's the one.
And, rising knee in the corner. And, stomps and a choking him with both feet in the turnbuckle. Knees colliding with the chest of the Big Mac. Again, we're seeing a lot of showboating.
A lot of showboating
from the champ.
I'm not used to this, to be honest. I do feel like he's been in a very good mood, and that is not great for his wrestling ability.
Superman punch avoided by the Big Mac. He hit Kiryu with the smash burger, but it could not keep him down. And now Kiryu back up on his feet. I think the Big Mac's got something in the can. The psycho knee from the Big Mac, splitting the champ open. And waistlock turn around from the Big Mac. The Big Mac had something big in store there. Kiryu 1 step ahead though. And Kiryu turning the Big Mac inside out. He's an In-N-Out burger now. Gets the cover. It's still only a 2 count though. But I think he's digging deep and he's going for Beast Mode Driver. Gets the cover. Did you see that?
I did see that. That weren't. That didn't make me feel good.
Here is your winner, Kiryu Kazuma. A dusty finish though.
That
'Cause-
was.
I mean, she can make the excuse she didn't see it.
That were a bit dirty.
She can make the excuse she
don't-
didn't see it, but
I don't know how she could make that excuse.
Nah.
To be totally honest with you. I mean, look, we all love our boy Kiryu Kazuma as much as the next person, right? Like we love him. He's great. But he doesn't need ref help.
no.
Not like that.
I don't think the tale of Kiryu versus the Big Mac is done quite yet.
Nah,
Um,
that was dirty. That
That were very dirty. But their tale might not be finished, but our tale for this evening is over. Thank you for watching Wrestling is Silly. I hope you've enjoyed the show. It has been an eventful show.
I'm gonna go and lick me wounds. I think have a cup of tea.
Yeah,
get an early night. I think.
rest up and recover. A solid way to spend the night. Thank you all for spending your night with me. If you have enjoyed the show, of course, tell your friends, follow the channel. If you've got a few spare pennies, I would really appreciate if you went to our Ko-fi page. ! Ko-fi should get you a link. Oh no, it won't. Because that's still broken.
That bot has never fucking worked.
Ko-fi.com/wrestling is silly. You can give us a one-off or a monthly donation to help keep the show going, help us pay for things like voice actors and music commissions and things like that.
Yeah, come on. We need to hire voice actors. They cost money. All right? Cough up. I can hear those jingling coins. Cough up. As if anybody's got coins in the year 2024.
You can also subscribe if you want the emotes, but I would prefer if you didn't subscribe and you went to the Ko-fi instead, because Jeff Bezos takes half the money if you subscribe, and he's got enough money. You can also join us in the Discord server, where we chronicle all of the stupid shit we say and do monthly pub quizzes, and we all hang out and we have a good time, and it's fun and lovely and jolly and it's great. So
we ask strange hypothetical questions
Yeah.
about walruses or fairies.
Walruses or fairies, it's a good time for all.
But in order to find the question, you'll have to join.
Yeah.
So
if you're intrigued by that, you're gonna have to come and join us in the Discord. Link is in the chat right now.
what question could they possibly be asking that would reference both a walrus and a fairy? Ooh,
You'll never know.
suspicious, bit weird,
Bit weird,
bit out there,
bit off
bit
kilter, innit?
kooky. Yeah,
We're gonna
better
end.
join, have a look.
We're gonna end as we always do with a little Raider Rooney, and we're gonna raid into who should we raid?
Raider Rooney
Raider Rooney.
sounds like a footballer's wife.
It does. It's Wayne Rooney's new wife.
Yeah. Don't have to think what wife number he's on now. Bloody hell.
I think him and Colleen, I think that's still his first wife, but I don't know enough about.
Oh yeah,
footballers.
but he shags about though, doesn't he?
Does he? This
Yeah.
might be liable.
No, I think they've confirmed that shit. I remember that being a big deal. Hang on, I'm gonna Google it. Does Wayne Rooney shag about?
I don't want you
I
committing
am
libel or slander here on the stream. Not a good way to end the stream.
Colleen Rooney. Oh, she's a TV personality.
She is. I think she's a loose woman, I believe.
Is married to. Oh no, hang on. No, sorry.
It was Frank
I was
Lampard that
misread-
did all the things.
Oh,
They did
was
all
it? Okay,
fucking
no. So
about.
these are. I totally misread that. It said and is married to former English footballer Wayne Rooney, and I've totally read that as like
He's had his
is
passport taken off
former
him.
married to footballer.
Ah, I
yeah.
see.
Yeah.
No.
I might be thinking of someone else.
I think you're thinking of Frank Lampard.
Who were the footballers that Zeus Kempner did that really famous,
I
like
think it
went
was Frank
viral
Lampard. I think
with?
it was Frank Lampard.
And who else though? I thought.
God knows.
Oh, is it? Jamie Vardy?
Yes.
That name's
Jamie
name's
Vardy.
ringing a bell. Okay,
Somebody
well
who
I
does
apologise
something.
to Wayne Rooney.
We
Your
didn't-
hair transplant looks great.
We didn't do a libel or a slander on stream. We take it back.
Oh,
Fair.
as if he's fucking watching anyway. If this somehow gets back to fucking Wayne Rooney, we've made it, haven't we? Really?
Yeah. Now before you commit any more crimes on stream, we're gonna do a raid.
I'm not committing crimes. What I'd say, this is a free world.
Gonna raid into May. May's playing Princess Farmer. Let's go say hello to May, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Here's your raid message.
She'll probably be talking about more sensible things than whether or not saying Wayne Rooney shagged about his libel.
Here's your raid message. Drop it, and then you can run away if you want. Thanks for the Twitch clip of Zach committing libel.
No!
Buy our pins at nerdyqueer.com. Join the crew on the Discord server. And yeah, thanks for coming. Have a good day. Buccaneer Book Father of the book you are. I hope you're having a fantastic rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next stream. I love you. Bye.
Bye!